That does need to happen.
When is that going to happen?
That is, no, why not?
You know, it is presidential election season. Maybe somebody will promote that for the presidential election.
Say anything, wouldn't they?
Anything to get elected.
I know we should have better attendance today because they say 14 million people are going to call out of work. So you're home.
That's crazy.
I know. That is crazy. That's one of those things where you put in for the time. I missed that. You put in for the time off and gets denied, so you just use sick time.
That's right.
Yeah. So got an artist today. What songs are we? What song titles are we doing?
What artist are we naming the song titles of?
Yeah. We got some local event listings, a little Super Bowl talk.
Yeah. Let us know you're watching. Brad's on the comm with the comments and everything like that. We got Kansas City, Missouri in the background.
Missouri, yeah, we're partying with the locals.
Partying with the locals. Brad, did Kansas City win that Super Bowl, or did San Francisco lose the Super Bowl?
Well, excuse me. I know. I think Kansas City won it, but San Francisco helped a little bit. But I mean, they had a couple of big plays. The little ridiculous, I'm getting sacked, let me shot put it. Yeah. That was a rookie move.
That's not a starting Super Bowl quarterback type move.
That right there was just trying to make something from nothing, but that could have even been more catastrophic for him.
I mean, Andy Reid showed some sweet emotion after the game.
Right.
I mean, he was obviously taken in the moment. Kyle Shanahan should be crying because he cost my Falcons a Super Bowl, and in my opinion, he cost the Niners a Super Bowl last night.
Yeah, they could have. I know they waited, before halftime, I believe, waited forever to call a timeout when the clock's ticking. But, maybe he thought he was living on the edge.
Well, I mean, he was. I mean, you dominate the football game by running the football the whole game and only have 5 running plays in the fourth quarter.
Right. That didn't make a lot of sense.
And how did he lose the Atlanta Super Bowl in the fourth quarter? He went away from the running game on it, too. I'm not bitter or anything.
No,
not bitter.
What's up, Scott and Miss Eccles? How are y'all today? But, yeah, I know it's real cool. It has to feel good for Chiefs fans because some of them weren't even alive when they won it last time in 1970. But they're back in the saddle, baby.
Yeah, and Mahomes, I mean, he's a young quarterback. He's going to be there a long time. So, I mean, he's there.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, he'll be in there for a while, I believe. We'll see what happens. Andy Reid, he's got several years in him, but how much longer will he want to coach?
Now that he's got 222 wins now.
That's amazing.
He's
21 years,
22 years. Yeah. He's got 2 Super Bowl rings. One as an assistant with the Packers. One as the Kansas City head coach. He's went to 2 Super Bowls as a head coach, right? Just one with the Eagles, right? Right. He was not the head coach that took him to the 2nd Super Bowl.
Right.
Who
he was with the Chiefs.
Who was the coach that won the Super Bowl for the Eagles?
That's a good question. I don't know. Mom could do it. She's
Chip
on
Kelly?
There. Hey, Mom.
Chip Kelly
I don't know.
No, it was after Kelly. I don't know. We'll figure that out. But I'll tell you what, the 49ers were laying some wood last night. Some people were looking like ragdolls out there.
Yeah, were getting beat up.
They were some hard hits.
That defensive front was... Well, I mean, the whole defense, but that front was doing their job, man.
I mean, Kansas City did the exact same thing they've done to everybody in the playoffs. They did it to the Titans. They got the 49ers out of their game plan and away from doing what they were doing that got them the lead and got them dominating, and they got them to just totally go away. Okay, We're going over here. Think about the Titans. The Titans were dominating the Chiefs. And it's like as soon as the Chiefs got the lead, it's like, oh, game plan's out the window. We're doing something different now.
It is weird. And, during halftime, it's very common now to see a different game. 2 different teams come out at halftime. So I don't know what adjustments. I don't.
Or the fourth quarter.
Yeah. Depending on the team. But and the Chiefs are a comeback team. They had several, even against the Titans, they had several comebacks.
Yeah, they've living on the edge for several games this year.
On the edge for sure.
I mean, they have lived. I mean, even I went to the Titans Chiefs game in Nashville, and I mean, that was a wild game, and that was
Yeah.
I think it was McCombie's first game back.
Right.
So wild game.
Yeah.
But everybody, all NFL fans, guess what? You can dream on again because next season's a whole new season,
Yeah.
and we'll be
Raiders-
back at it. The Raiders,
Raiders are going to dominate.
the Falcons, we're going to fire our head coach next year. I'm not even going to claim that we're going to the Super Bowl or anything. We're going for a new coach next year.
Yeah.
Uh,
And if you're one of these fans who like to jump on the bandwagon, well, walk this way and jump on the Raider bandwagon because it's going to happen this year.
well, Chucky's there, so
It's got to happen.
it's
got to happen.
It's gotta happen. All right, you brought up halftime, so let's go to hit the halftime show before we get to top three. And I don't remember what you said top three was, so we'll get to that in a minute.
What was it?
Hmm?
Forgot what it was.
No, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I forgot what you said. All right, so halftime show, lots of controversy. I for one didn't like the halftime show, not because of any of the controversy stuff. I just didn't care for it. It's not my type of music. I
Yeah.
don't understand Spanish, so the guy rapping in Spanish,
Yeah. He just
What-
shows up.
he
Who is
just
this
shows
guy?
up. Who is this guy?
J-Lo.
J-Lo, Shakira,
Shakira
and this guy rapping in
Some
Spanish.
unannounced guy.
Yeah, it just didn't
And
do
he was
anything.
rocking some 90s, early 2000s fashion too.
Right.
That's I don't understand
So
all
loud
that.
as fire truck.
He might be a big where he comes from, but no introduction or anything.
Yeah,
you know?
just here's this guy. He's rapping in Spanish.
So everybody this morning's googling guy at Super Bowl halftime show.
Yeah.
Or something. Yeah.
But you think about, you got Miami, you big Cuban population, and you get a Dominican person and a Colombian person. You could have got Gloria Estefan.
Yeah.
You could have got Pitbull. You could have got people with actual ties to Miami.
And they had Pitbull like in the pregame. I don't know how long you watched it, but he was in there several different times.
Yeah.
Little pre-recorded stuff.
I mean, he is
So-
Miami.
Right, yeah. Now, I did read that, and I posted online that the halftime performers
They're not
they don't
paid.
get paid.
Right, just
They're
expenses.
so
And
that
that-
could
and
be
that's
part
been-
of it. That's
and-
probably why Kiss will never do it.
Because Gene
wouldn't do
Simmons
it for
won't make
free.
any money off of it. Yeah.
He won't do it.
But that's been like that for years.
Oh, yeah, right.
And so,
But that's going to keep a lot of performers out of it, probably. But the recognition you get, global.
I mean,
you know?
I know after Madonna's halftime show, if you looked at iTunes' downloads of Madonna music the day after the Super Bowl, she sold like more albums the day after the Super Bowl than like the last 10 years combined.
Yeah.
So even though you're not getting paid to play the Super Bowl show, if your album
it's
sales go up
beneficial.
that way,
Yeah.
I mean,
And with I would think with J-Lo and Shakira, it's probably more YouTube views that are going to go up rather than song
well,
downloads.
that's turn the volume down. And,
Get
now,
that HD.
with all the stuff going on in pop culture right now with the Me Too movement and all that stuff, how do you even bring that show as the halftime
Oh,
show?
no telling.
I mean, that very much. I mean,
It kind of, I wouldn't say hypocritical because I don't know their views on that, but for a lot of people that are
Yeah.
preaching that would have been a slap in the face. you
and
know?
and all too. I mean, they're very fit. They're very. I mean, I couldn't sit there and hold myself up
Yeah.
on a pole. I mean, they're very strong, fit people, but that just doesn't fit what's going on in culture right now.
Right.
So, I don't know what the answer is with the halftime show because I feel like for the past 10 years, every year everybody's going, well, it's another terrible halftime show.
Right.
I don't know what we're even expecting. Maybe we have our thoughts and minds, expectations are too high
That is
for the
possible.
show.
I mean, what could be done? I mean, it's just artists performing. What else could be done?
And I read something on Twitter last night that said maybe we should go back to college marching bands for the halftime show.
Well, UFC enthusiasts are saying, you see how easily they build a stage and tear it down
Yeah.
for the show. Drop a UFC octagon in there and have
For
a couple
halftime?
of fights. Now that's fitting with football.
Yeah.
I don't know
It's still
many
a
football
violent
fans
sport.
that would hate the UFC. They may not be fans,
Right.
but that would be. I read that this morning actually. I thought that's a great idea. Have a couple of big fights in there. You got time,
Well, you got 30 minutes.
right?
I mean,
and so you could have a championship fight, but you could have 2-3 round fights easily. But or even, and I noticed this too. There's a lot more WWE promotion.
well, that's because Fox
Right.
has the WWE connection
So
now.
you could even have a big wrestling match in there. You know, so there's more they could do than just some artist that 10% of the population want to see.
Well, and there's no way to please everybody. So you got there's a lot of people that last night said the halftime show last night was fantastic. There's a lot of people that said last year's show was everybody. You're going to please one category of people every year, and you're going to have some people that are upset. It's just that it's going to be that.
Mom's on here saying no, and I'm sure she's talking about the
UFC.
match. But if they ever have the Super Bowl here in Nashville, they get the mud tractor pull and some monster trucks
tear the field up. So speaking of Nashville,
a rodeo.
The reason why we've always been told that a country music star, and I don't listen to country music, but I can appreciate all music. I can appreciate Cuban music, but
hey Joanna,
we didn't listen to Cuban music last night. We had some Puerto Rican and some Colombian music.
Yeah.
But the reason why we were always told a country music singer couldn't perform the halftime show is because there was no country music singer with big enough following and support to support a global stage. I can name 2 country music singers right now that probably have more of a pull than Shakira and J-Lo together. Garth Brooks and T-Swizzle.
Right. Oh, yeah. Her for sure. She's not country anymore, though.
She's not country, but that leads even more.
Even Pretty Boy
Luke Bryan?
Australian. No.
Oh, Keith Urban.
Urban, yeah. Keith Urban.
So
I would say
those 3 right there. You could put the 2 of them on as a show.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't have to worry. I don't think you'd have to worry about any wardrobe malfunctions, any crotch grabbing, anything like that. And I'll tell you right now, I've seen Garth Brooks 3 or 4 times. As a non-country music fan, he puts on a good show.
Yeah, he does for sure.
So, and I've seen T-Swizzle once. I was the oldest person in the whole entire building.
And the creepiest looking. I'm glad I was with my wife, because if I would have been there by myself, I would have. What is going on with this guy? But why does he keep taking pictures?
Yeah, but those 2, and you add Keith Urban too. Those 3 people right there could do a halftime show between the 3 of them and keep the crowd.
Oh yeah, no question. And like I said, the way Garth Brooks puts on a show, that alone, he could do it by himself. But I've said this before, but I always like how they do somewhat of a variety, which, it's one of them things.
And I was trying to look at the list. I listen to classic rock, so I was trying to look at the list of classic rock stars that have played before. And right after our show on Friday, I found out Kiss has actually played the halftime show.
Oh, have they really?
Yeah.
When was this?
It would have been in the late 80s, early 90s when they put the makeup back on, I guess.
Okay, yeah.
That would have been the mid to late 90s.
Yeah.
And it almost looked like on that show, I don't ever remember a Super Bowl being midday, but that halftime show almost looked like it was like in daytime. So I don't remember a Super Bowl being that early. So I don't. Yeah. Who knows?
No telling.
All right, so that's the all right, top 3.
I forget what our predictions were though. What was that?
You win. I lost. I picked.
I don't get to say that very often.
I picked San Francisco big.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, they were up by 10, and they had the ball, and I'm going, look, if they get points at all, this game's over.
Yeah.
But as soon as they punted the ball, I said, Kansas City just won the ball game. And Laura goes, my wife, she goes, what do you mean? San Francisco's still up by 10. I go, no.
Yeah.
All the momentum is totally on Kansas City's side
and
now.
It did. And we were even in the living room talking about that. And my oldest son, he's pretty into football and, more than just watching. And that's what he said. He says, that's probably the game right there. He says if Kansas City does good on this drive, he said it may be over.
Yeah.
And just that whole drive, we were seeing the momentum switch, and it did, man. It just snowballed.
It was over.
Yeah. It's wild how that happens.
And now, you think about that last San Francisco drive. He had that guy on that bomb. He overthrew him by about 2 yards.
It was a touchdown. Yeah.
It was a touchdown. And it looked to me like that receiver pulled up a little bit. Yeah. It looked like he didn't finish his route. So who's to say if he finishes his route, the ball's not right there? Right. But he had him. It was a touchdown.
Yeah, he could have fell into the end zone, right? Yeah.
So that changes the game.
What about the touchdown that was questionable?
I think it was a touchdown.
It was close. Yeah, that's what we were talking about. It has to be conclusive to overturn whatever the call was. And it's weird, of all the camera angles, they have cameras in those little pylons and everything, but they didn't have a good camera angle of his foot in the ball.
This is what I was trying to explain to somebody last night. It doesn't matter. The ball just has to crack the plane.
Right.
I mean, it can be the tip of the ball. If
Right.
it crosses that white line, it's a touchdown.
Yeah.
And it looked to me that the ball crossed before his foot went out.
Right, and it's what I think too. I mean, but you definitely couldn't tell enough to overturn it.
No, and that's why it was
And
called
they came
stand.
back kind of quick too. I thought that was going to be a long, because when they were, they say we see the same angles the ref sees, and I thought it was going to take a long time, but they never showed. I thought they might do the split screen from 2 camera angles or something, but they came back pretty quick. And,
Yeah. Yeah, they did. I mean, it came back quick.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about the featured listings today.
Featured listings.
Let me find my little mouse. All right, bam. Your head is cut off.
Better.
All right,
My head's always in the way.
go ahead, Brad. This was your featured
It's
listing
like
to feature.
a house to pay.
Oh, look at that. I made the
Is
house
that me?
smaller. That's you. Go for it.
Beautiful house. It is 1322 Sycamore Drive. That is in Murfreesboro, around the River Rock area. Well-established neighborhood. They're widening the road just for you. We're down on 99. It's a 3-bed, 2.5 bath, 1902 square feet. Large fenced-in backyard. Gigantic deck.
Swimming
Around a
pool.
pool.
2-car garage.
2-car garage. Master down. 2 good bedrooms and a loft upstairs. We got side entry garage, concrete drive.
Yeah.
Mature trees. Just everything about this house is great. Move in ready. The owners are not occupying it, so throw us a cash deal and you can be in by the end of the week, maybe, right?
That's right. We can do that.
Right. So, but yeah, great listing. It's available for showings anytime. I'd be glad to show you around. Reach out. It's 1322 Sycamore Drive.
All right, and above Brad's head now is 2032 Abingdon Drive in Laverne. It is also around 2,000 foot. It's also a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. It also has a loft area. I mean, these are really comparable houses.
Yeah.
This one's 265.9. It's got a 2-car garage, corner lot. Sits kind of on a hill, rocking chair front porch. They both have rocking chair front porches. This one's got a
on mine.
yeah.
What's
they
yours?
wrap around on both sides.
What about yours?
This one doesn't have a wrap around
Oh,
front
okay.
porch. Yeah, yeah.
Mine's 1,000 less.
That's right.
So you know who to call.
Also convenient to 24, just on the Laverne side. So 2 great houses, both in the mid 260s. Both ready for you to move in. This one's actually having brand new carpet installed today. So
Mine's not.
it's got brand new carpet and brand new paint. So it's ready to go for somebody.
And mine doesn't have carpet being installed today because it's all hardwood.
Downstairs. You got
Downstairs,
carpet upstairs,
right.
but your carpet looks newer upstairs too.
Right. Yeah, Mom wants me to buy this house, so
This house in Case and Lane?
I'd do the Case and Lane.
Yeah, I was about to
house.
say,
I'm
you
a
know,
Murfreesboro
yeah,
person,
Murfreesboro. You need to buy the Case and Lane.
Yeah,
That
why
would work.
not?
That
I'll
would
throw
work
an
good for
offer
you.
in today. Take checks.
Yeah, we'll take checks. All right.
Take it to the basketball court.
So, top 3 favorite local restaurants.
Okay.
Top 3 favorite local restaurants.
I may need a second to think.
All right. So while you're doing that, I'll go ahead and say coat drive. We got 2 more drops before now and then to February. If you've got coats that you need to get rid of or get coats that you don't fit anymore, look, stop dreaming that you're going to fit into it again. You're not going to. Bring it to us. We'll give it to a homeless veteran.
Trust us.
And we'll take care of it. That way, when you do fit into your coat, it's not from 1980 and it's a different style, and you can go out and buy you a new coat that matches whatever the current style is, not the shoulder padded 1980s
Right.
big
or
coat.
Jean jacket.
Or
with,
jean jacket with
Metallica t-shirt.
That's right.
Sewn on the back.
So
You're just waiting for that.
just
to
waiting
come
for
back
it
into
to come
style.
back in style. You're not going to be that size when it comes back to style either. So just get rid of it.
Just give it up.
Just give it up.
Embrace your fluffiness.
Embrace the. I'm not
donate
fat. I'm
the coats.
fluffy.
Right. And donate them coats.
Donate those coats. All right, and football. Before Brad goes to the top 3, football starts back on Saturday.
Yes, it does. I'm actually a little bit excited.
The XFL starts Saturday night,
I
so
have higher hopes for
then
this one.
Is he hate me back?
He's probably retired by now.
I would think
What
so,
he played with Carolina? He got
He
drafted.
played for Carolina and the Eagles. He was in the
He
Eagles Super Bowl team.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive. And Tommy Maddox came out of there.
Yeah.
And had a good run.
Super Bowl team.
Until he got hurt. Yeah.
He was on the Super Bowl team first, though, wasn't he?
Yeah, but I think he was injured. Roethlisberger's rookie year.
Yeah.
is when he took over. He won like what 18 or 15 games, like, but it was halfway through one season into the next.
Right.
But yeah, one Super Bowl, then won first several games. That's got to be some kind of record.
Yeah, that's
But
good.
but yeah, you know, the XFL last time was kind of
It had a pro wrestling slant to it.
right. And I think this time they're taking it straight up
Now,
football.
one thing that they're going to do that I don't remember who that when they drafted or anything, so I don't even know who's
Yeah.
going to play in this league. But one thing that they said that they were going to do that the NFL doesn't do is they were willing to draft underclassmen from college. So if you had like an underclassman quarterback, like the kid Trevor Lawrence from Clemson,
Yeah.
he had a really good freshman season. The XFL is actually willing to draft freshmen and sophomores.
Yeah, because the NFL, you have to be
a
out
junior.
of high school. Yeah,
Right.
Out of high school 2 years.
3 years.
Is it 3?
Yeah,
Okay.
3 years. All right, so top three.
All right, so JJ's
local,
asking, is Nashville considered local?
no, local to Murfreesboro.
All right, there's enough in Murfreesboro, right?
That's right. Number 3.
What's your number 3?
No, you go first.
All right, just because I'm a new fan and I've not taken the whole menu around the block yet, I'm gonna say Dallas and Jane. I'm a fan.
Dallas and Jane. That's a good one.
We're doing strictly restaurant with a like lunch dinner menu, or
It can be
just
breakfast,
anything.
lunch, or
All right.
dinner. So any of the 3.
All right, yeah, I'm jumping on the Dallas and Jane. They're good.
All right, I'm going to go number 3, Alley on Main.
Alley on Main's great. That's my number 2.
That's your number 2.
Yeah, Alley on Main. We may be similar on these, but they're good. You know. What's your number 2?
Slick Pig.
Slick Pig. Oh, I had some Slick Pig wings yesterday. More
And-
than you can shake
and
a
I-
stick at.
And it's. I have another barbecue restaurant that's also locally owned that I like a little better than Slick Pig, but the wings are so much. The wings are why I go to Slick Pig.
Yeah,
The barbecue or ribs, I would go to this other place,
Yeah,
but it's in Smyrna,
same
so
here.
it doesn't count.
yeah, yeah. I'll say the barbecue is good, but I like more of the sauce rather than smoke.
Right.
Strictly smoked.
No, I like smoke, but I like those wings.
Yeah.
All right.
The wings though, yeah, I like burping them next day and
Yeah, just taste them.
reminiscing. Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Are there any more wings?
The bone slid right out of that one.
All right, number 1.
My number 1, I got to do a tie. I can't decide, but one is a full blown restaurant, and the other is coffee, known for coffee, but Morning Brew.
Okay.
I like their menu. I like the owners. They do a lot, and all these restaurants may give back to the community a lot, but I know the Morning Brew does, and that to me is huge. You know, people support you, and you support the community, and that's what it's all about. So they're tied with the pizza place right beside Alley, Spinelli's. What's it?
Oh, Spinelli's.
Spinelli's, yeah.
Okay.
And they got some good stuff in there. I like the atmosphere. Of course, the location's right on the square.
Yeah, it's really convenient for us.
Yeah, and too convenient. But I like them. I like their menu. The service has always been good. I would need to go in the evening when they got music in there.
Right.
It's always anytime I've been's lunch, but good stuff.
That
there.
sounds good.
Yeah,
I'm hungry now.
yeah.
All right, my number 1 is also downtown, so I've been very downtown focused.
All right.
Milano's.
Downtown. Yeah,
Milano's is my number
yeah.
1. If you want a good date
That's
night,
a tough top 3 to pick. you
that's
know?
a top 3. I mean, and you and I can talk about this because we eat local restaurants daily.
Yeah. Almost daily,
Yes,
Joanna.
almost daily. Well,
Once a week.
yeah. And you got
But-
Zal Japanese Steakhouse you could put on the list, and that's probably an honorable mention for me.
Yeah.
So,
Depending on the day, it might even be the Yoki buffet.
yeah, depending on the day,
Yep.
feeling the mood. We had a
now-
local taco restaurant, but
Rest in peace.
rest in peace.
Respect.
Yeah.
And this may be a topic for another show, but what is I've been asked this a couple of times because we promote local a lot. So if, say, a local owner owns a national franchise,
That's still locally
it's still
owned.
local, right?
Yeah.
But to me, it's a different, like a local point one or something, because you're supporting that big franchise as well as the local owner, but they're going to get business from name recognition.
Right.
To me, it's the ones who, it's that one name, that one location, or even if it's a couple locations, but it's the only one named that, But it's tough. I mean, you're still supporting a local owner and a local family.
We'll take your support here at Century 21 Right Realty.
That's right.
As a local
Right.
franchise.
Well, yeah. I'm talking about food. I'm talking about strictly food. Moving right along.
Sorry, Brad.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to stop you.
You're right. I thought you were kicking me on the table. I didn't know what was going on. I may be the last child to talk about that.
I had one just about that. I was about to hit that one.
Yeah.
So not my last child, but my first child won a robotics championship over the weekend.
Yeah.
So he made a little robot and programmed it, and it's a cool little thing.
Yeah.
I really don't know how we're going to get this last one and stay politically correct.
I don't know, but I'm going to squeeze it in somewhere.
All right. News story you can't believe. No, we got one more topic before that. You got that one.
Yes. If your broker is a dude that looks like a lady. No. Had to work it in. Last one, though. That was it. We got the list cleared off.
Oh.
If you are looking to make a move or curious about what this crazy career entails, give us a call. Let us fill you in. And you can get some great info and learn a little bit. See how it is around here. Each office has their own different ways of doing business, but I feel like we have a really good thing going on here. So reach out. Let's have a conversation and see if it might be the right fit for you. 615-895-9710.
All right, I'm going to add a bonus one in. This next news you can't believe story is an amazing story.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Oh, amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't even on the list.
It wasn't even on the list. It's a bonus.
Yeah.
So, let's get on this list and do a little love on the elevator. You already got living on the edge. All right, this story comes out of Georgetown County, Texas. I have no idea where that is. But a sheriff's deputy arrived on Wednesday to the scene of a cow issue. There's a cow. It's going crazy. I guess it may even have mad cow.
We got cows. You remember that movie?
Yeah. We got cows. All right. So the K9 officer shows up to the scene of this cow escapade. I don't know how I'm going to get through this. This story is truly amazing.
Yippee-ki-yay, cow patty.
All right, so this mad cow is sitting there, and I don't know do you know what a mad cow says?
Yeah. Yeah, do them dishes.
No.
What you always done? I don't know.
So a normal cow's like moo, a mad cow's like moo. It's mad.
Moo.
Yeah, moo.
Yeah.
So the officer shows up to this mad cow. He has his canine out with him. The canine then bites the cow.
Okay.
Deputy then, in reaction to his canine biting the cow, tases the dog.
Okay.
To get the dog off the cow. I mean, I don't think you want to get between a mad cow and a dog, right?
I would. Yeah.
So the canine bites the dog, or the canine bites the cow. The officer tases the dog to get the dog off the cow. Then the cow gores the officer and kills the officer.
Oh, God, I've gone cross-eyed.
I can't make this up.
So, what was the last step in this chain?
So, dog bites cow.
Right.
Officer tases dog. Cow kills officer.
Kills him?
Kills him. And
Wow.
this isn't a longhorn cow. Look, there's no horns on that cow.
That's utter chaos.
It's
Yes. Holy cow.
So I don't know if this is a blind man who taught him how to see. Another
Yeah.
bonus song.
That's a good one.
I mean, shoot, there's even some pink on this cow. Another bonus song.
Thanks. That's my favorite color.
Is it? All right, there you go. So, but the other officer that's on the scene has taken pictures of his buddy tasing the dog, and the cow's about to attack him.
That's crazy. No pun intended.
I mean, why is he not there to help? I mean, hey, buddy, you stay back at the car. My dog and me are going to take care of this.
Right. I got it. Famous last words.
Famous
right?
last words. There's no description of what happens to the cow after this. I don't know if they had like a me, myself, and Irene moment like with the cow.
That's one of the funniest scenes ever. I love that. The first time I saw it, because you're like, whoa, yeah, they're actually doing that, and then it just keeps going. That was one of my favorite scenes ever.
All right. We went out of order. You got a local event. Then we'll cut the
got
show.
a good local event. Gallagher Guitars. That's up here on Walnut Street in Murfreesboro. Bear with me. I'm not the linguist of pronunciation, the enunciations, but it's Uncle Shuffalo and his Haint Hollow Hootenanny.
What?
Uncle Shuffalo and his Haint Hollow Hootenanny. You know what a haint is?
I know what a hootenanny is.
Well, for people up in Haint Hollow, that's a country slang for a witch.
Okay.
Or a crazy woman everybody thinks is a witch because they're scared of her.
Does... Oh!
So you get
I got a proper one. That dude looks like a lady.
There you go. But yeah, out in the country, you end up running across some wild haints.
Okay.
Or haint, but yeah. So it's.
Do they have toys in the attic?
Well, she probably does from her victims, right? No, Uncle Shuffalo and his Haint Hollow Hootenanny at Gallagher Guitar. They put a twist on historical tunes with their unique and amusing fashion, and with the showmanship of Uncle Dave Macon and the harmonies of the Carter family.
All right.
Sounds good. So it's this Friday, 8 to 10, on Walnut Street. And Mom says, yes, it could be a ghost as well.
Oh, there's one more song, and I can't figure out how to get it in. I don't remember the title of it.
Which one is it?
I'll just write where it came from, and you can...
Oh, yeah.
What's it called?
It's Armageddon. Oh,
No,
the movie.
The
Oh, yeah. Don't want to lose it.
don't want to miss a thing.
Yeah,
All
don't
right,
wanna miss
all
a
right, we
thing.
got it in there.
So if you can't figure out this song or this group,
I
you
mean,
ain't been living on the edge.
I even went. I mean, I went bonus
We got
rounds.
bonus songs, yeah.
Yeah,
We could-
so-
they probably, a 40, 50-year career.
Well, they started in '69, so I mean they're 51 years. So 51 career band. There's not a lot of those. I didn't see going through the comments while you were doing your local events. I didn't see any guesses on the
No.
band. So
Yeah. Come on, guys.
that one was an easy one.
Yeah.
All right, Wednesday we will be live at another local restaurant. Brad will be putting details up on Wednesday morning to say what time and where we will be.
Yeah.
I would say it'd be in the morning time, right?
Should be, yeah.
Yeah, so morning time on Wednesday. We'll give you probably an hour notice. That way, if anybody wants to go and meet us at that local place,
Please do.
we will be there.
Yeah.
All right, until then, Wednesday morning, then Friday at noon for the normal scheduled BS show. That's Brad Fowler over there. I'm Sean Wright. We're with Century 21 Wright Realty, and we really like your real estate business, so we really like to work those referrals.
Yes.
And we are